been shut down, got folks losing it. Look at this, they done rushed the whole store. Shelves clearing out like it's the end of the world. Nobody stopping. Hey.
It's just been confirmed that they taking Section 8 away. It's official this time. For everybody who don't believe me, I want y'all to go do your own research. Section 8 is over with, so all y'all laying around waiting on the government to pay y'all bills, waiting on the government to send y'all these little checks for y'all light bills, it's over with. Landlords finna be pissed off. Even some of the people on Section 8 can't even come up with the $200-$300 to pay their damn landlord the little $300-$400. You can't even come up with that, so let me tell you something. You think life was hard before, life finna get even worse. And I hate to say this, y'all, but it's a lot of lazy individuals out here sitting around waiting on that government check every month. That's over with. If you're not an old person, if you're not disabled, you will not receive financial government assistance. You will not qualify. You will not be able, have y'all noticed, y'all been filling out these applications for Section 8 and everybody been getting denied. Ain't nobody been getting approved for it. Let's be real. Think about it. Ain't nobody been getting approved for Section 8 lately. Go do your homework.
This, y'all, this is why. This is why. This is why. Cause what? 3 carts full, y'all. Let me pass her a receipt. This guy said, y'all, they didn't even buy it. And that's what making me even more mad. And everything won't even rung up yet, y'all. $1,013. This is why. This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the 1st, or the 2nd, or the 3rd, or the 4th.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card as soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there. I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to that car if you feeling you ain't going to make it back to your position at that Walmart store. I'm telling you.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump done cut them food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have 2, don't go having another one. If you have 1, don't go having 2 more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching this video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
American people you didn't know existed. This one's called the no man in the house rule. If you grew up with a healthy family dynamic, you understand that the black father is very important as he is the structure, guidance, and influence. And because of this is what makes a black family very strong and powerful. But in the 1950s and 60s, that strength was targeted. The man in the house rule, a policy tied to welfare programs, said that if a man lived in the home, the family did not qualify for government support. Social workers would do surprise visits, checking closets for men's shoes, inspecting beds for signs of a father. So to feed their kids, mothers had to hide their husbands, or worse, push them out.
Because the reality of our existence in this country has always been that both members of the household had to work. We didn't have that Disney that leave it to beaver. Nah, mom was out there doing her job and so was dad. And sometimes if dad lost his job and they had to get some welfare, then the welfare man would come, look under the bed and through the closets and kick mom off of welfare if dad was actually in the house. And this went for all government programs, including Section 8. So just think about that. Think about that pressure that it puts on the family. He's already lost his job. You're already feeling like you're less than a man. And then you have to leave your house that you've provided for years. This is why I say the government's not here to help you. And this was back in the day when the sisters actually said they needed a man. When the man lost his job, they would hold in there for a few months. But nowadays, we know exactly what they feel about if you lose your job. Man, you're out of there.
We've helped them.
Exactly what they feel about if you lose your job. Man, you're out of there.
So my husband ended up losing his job. He came home and he told me. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. So a month went by and he looked for me to pay the bills. Who paying what bills? So I was going to consider it if he gave me the money back for paying the bills. And he told me no. He felt like he shouldn't have to do that. What do you mean? When I told you as a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. None.
He probably happy you gone, though.
I'm sure he missed me.
A headache? That would be a headache for me.
So fast forward to this and to go away sooner or later. You don't think so? Well, just put it this way. There's folks who've been on Section 8 for 23, 24, 25 years, and they're about to get kicked the hell off of it. Rip that Band-Aid straight off, and I'm going to tell you something, really whispering it. They like to see you struggle, but I don't want to see you struggle. I want to see you bubble up to the top, but the only way you're going to do it is if you get off that government tent and go on and do your thing. Persevere, and that might mean cooperation with the one that you thought you didn't have to cooperate with because that winter comes, it's cold out there, and you better get a coat. You dig?
You
And it has many people on the internet going absolutely crazy. And we're going to go over some of those reactions here in a quick second, but let's review where we are. So the White House right now is proposing the elimination of Section 8 housing vouchers. Some of you out there are like, what is Section 8? Section 8 is essentially rental assistance income for low-income families. Now, the lowest of income are those that are in single-parent households, predominantly single mothers. And I'm not going to take you into the granular things within this proposal, but the TLDR, the too long didn't read, they are proposing not only 40% cuts to Section 8 in total, but they also want to remove it from a federal decision down to the states. With the White House saying that at a federal level, how much that you allocate to who is dysfunctional, and it should be designed at a state level. And finally, and I think this is the best one of all, there is a 2-year maximum for receiving Section 8 for able-bodied adults. This is going to be an interesting one, so let's get active. Without further ado.
So apparently Trump is proposing a bill that will cut Section 8 funding. You don't have to be someone that utilizes Section 8 to see the damage that this man is trying to cause. Why is it when money needs to be cut, they want to try to take from low-income families, but not make their rich friends pay their taxes? If the people who were well off would just pay their taxes, no money would need to be cut. And people seem to think that, oh, ghetto people are just the ones with Section 8. No, it is made for low-income families, people with disabilities, veterans, people that just need help paying their rent. It just seemed like to me that they like to attack groups that are the most vulnerable instead of getting more money from the groups that are more stable. That's just crazy to me. And at some point you got to think, these people are really evil. You're cutting funding from people who already can't afford their housing. How evil do you sound? Section 8 has paved the way for many people to be able to have roof and housing over their heads. So to make that a primary focus for cutting, It's just weird to me. Diabolical, if you will.
There are many Americans that are hustlers that will stop at nothing to promote generational wealth within their families. But there's others that are okay with generational poorness. They'll do the bare minimum, never try to hustle to get up out of their situation, needing help for generations to come. Section 8 was never supposed to be into infinity. What I find so ironic about the situation is that many of these single mothers who chose the government in the past as opposed to choosing a man in the household is now finding out that the government never gave a shit and is now taking back their free rides.
Not that I don't think taxes should go to families that need it. I think we need reform of the programs in which tax dollars are allocated to help families. For instance, Section 8. Section 8 is a great leg up for some families, right? Section 8 should not be able to be passed down to your kids and they pass it down to their kids.
For sure.
That promotes you staying exactly where you are, because the deterrent is if you make too much, you're going to have to pay this high-ass rent that everybody else is paying.
Yeah.
So you need to stay below this level. You need to stay in poverty. You need to not advance so that you can live easy.
Well, I don't think people choose to be impoverished, though.
Not everybody chooses it, but you and I both know there are a great deal of folks
Absolutely.
who do. And I think that reform is needed because there are too many families who need these resources but can't get them because they make too much or because certain demographics in the household don't allow it, whatever. But you have people who are openly taking advantage of said system.
This lady is getting kicked off Section 8. She got 6 kids and she has to pay $1,100 in a day. I guess she ain't worked a job in like 13 years and she said she's not going to go work a job, but she has 6 kids and she was on Section 8 and her landlord came and told her like, hey, by the 1st, you need to come up with $1,100 because they're no longer covering your Section 8. $1,100 by the next day is insane. But also saying that you will never go back to work again is even more crazy because at the end of the day, I'm going to have to do what I got to do for my family. I feel like it gets to a point. I feel like at that point, you're kind of abusing the whole purpose of Section 8. I feel like it's a temporary thing, not a permanent thing. And the fact that she was on there for 13 years is just like, okay. Granted, 6 kids is a lot. But within those 13 years, there should have been some type of plan or some type of end game to like getting your life back on track. You know what I mean? I don't want to judge anybody's situation because I know things happen, stuff happens, but 13 years and then to turn around and say, I'm not going to ever work a job is like, okay. Because I don't even have kids and I can't get on Section 8 and I can't get food stamps and I can't get all of these assistance things, but I work every single day, day in and day out. So it's just kind of like, to just see somebody get on this app and be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna ever work. Like, it's kind of a slap in the face.
I just got off the phone with my DHS caseworker. Somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I drive a 2024 BMW. Not only that, but I have a couple Louis purses. So now they're forcing me to sell my BMW since I own it. Sell all 3 of my Louis purses and my wallets. And listen to this. And if I want to keep my $4,000 in food stamps, $2,000 in cash assistance, in Section 8, I have to find a job and work minimum 20 hours a week. 20 freaking hours a week. Double digits. I am 35 years old. I have never even put a job application in. I don't even know like how to do it. I don't know the first thing. I don't know even what to do. But if I want to keep my government benefits, I have to work. So, I'm getting a lawyer, and I am going to be filing a lawsuit against Mr. Donald J. Trump, because he is the reason all of this is happening.
Baby, y'all see what they're doing with that Section 8 program, huh? It's crazy how they're doing everything. So if you've been on Section 8 for 20, 30, 40 years, they're telling you that you got to be out of there within like the next, I think, 60 days. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're letting you know that it's no longer. But they're giving you a 2-year grace period if you just recently own it. But the Section 8 program is being cut. You got to get out. And it's just crazy all over the world. And at the same time that they telling people they got to get off of Section 8, and they no longer be on Section 8, especially when you've been on it for that long. And when you've been passing it down, they like, they don't care. You got to go. With that being said, they also created a law where it's illegal to be homeless. So you can't be on Section 8. It's illegal to be homeless. So they're arresting homeless people and telling them they can't be on the street, dragging their cots and their tents and stuff off the street, putting them in garbage cans. Because now they're saying it's illegal to be homeless. But yet, they're putting you off of a program that assists you. Because Section 8 ain't free. You have to pay some of that bill. They don't just give you the whole thing. Some people may get 100%, but not, baby, that's rare. Section 8 ain't free. They're putting you off a program that will assist you to pay your rent. And now they're telling you it's illegal to be homeless. So we can't make it make sense. They also messing with those people at the nursing home. They closing wings because of the Medicaid is cut. It's over with. And so basically they're telling you, go check on your people at the nursing home. This is happening in real time. This is happening in real time. If you've seen this video and you on that program, get yourself together, because you may not have received your letter yet, but you know who you are. Get yourself together. Get your family together. Do what you got to do. Go see what you can do. Rent out a room, rent out a section, or do something like that. But you guys be blessed.
It's cold out there and you better get a coat. You dig?
You kicked him out so you could file for Section 8 and get child support without anybody asking where the rent money went. He was providing structure, but you wanted silence because structure meant accountability.
The guidelines for Section 8 have changed since you-know-who got into office. They're saying that if you have a child that is school-aged, meaning if you don't have to stay home with your child, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8 past 2 years unless you have a disability. Can you believe that?
When I tell y'all, I really hate being a baby mama. Like, oh my gosh, why did I sign up for this ghetto ass shit? Why did I do this? 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 I don't want to do it no more. 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 I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't want to do it no more. Fuck.